How fast can you fall with the heaviest AC in Armored Core 6? That's a question that almost nobody thinks of, but I got curious. We all know the Depth 1 mission where you have to descend into the underground where the huge weapon shoots missiles and fires laser at you. To do this you need to carefully plan your way down and avoid getting hit as much as possible. It's a long way and a lot of potential damage. But like I said in the previous video, I usually brute force my way down because I'm chronically impatient and I hate waiting for things which could go faster. It's like buying the physical copy of a game, but you know you need to wait for it to arrive, so you instead go to Steam to purchase the digital version and play it right away. So I had an idea. How fast can you actually do Depth 1 by building the heaviest AC and drop it like it's hot? I went into the assembly section of the game and mashed everything together that's heavy. Luckily you can solder your AC when he's overburdened with an upgrade, but you can't do that with an EN overload. It took me a couple of minutes to figure everything out and suddenly I had a max load tank that looked kinda cute. I also wanted to be as ignorant as possible and not even use a pulse shield. I wanted to drop, not move a single inch and arrive at the bottom. I hope everyone's ready because we are about to speedrun Underground Exploration Depth 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts and say goodbye to your loved ones. Wait, what? Oh! Scheiße! Hey, how's it going? Was it falling? Have you prepared all your Christmas presents yet? It's almost time, so I hope you have. They can't do more than playing Mariah Carey in the loop to remind you. Alright, a little halftime break to destroy a few MTs. It's a good thing that heavy weapons usually deal heavy damage, so fighting is a mix between aiming and button mashing. Fighting feels like it's taking forever when you're on a timer, and every enemy dodge from your opponent feels like a fully charged Zimmerman shot to your face. This is by the way not my first try, because I wanted to have a good time, and trust me when I tell you that the hardest part was sticking this landing. So while we're waiting for the platform to open again, who's ready for more Berlin Tag und Nacht? Currently there's a guy called Life sitting in a wheelchair and he had an opportunity to walk again. But Sasha was jealous of Life because the girl he likes Life as well. So when Life got the call from the hospital for his operation, Sasha accepted the call and cancelled the whole thing in secret. Anyway, back to the falling. Speaking of Christmas presents, you know what I wish for? That you subscribe if you like my content. Now that's an immersive advertisement. Okay, I know you want to know what's up with Life again. This week he found out what Sasha did and jumped out of his wheelchair to attack him while the music from the chat meme played in the background. I swear I'm not kidding. You have no idea how funny that was. There we are. Moving towards the weapon now feels super slow, but I pretty much destroyed it perfectly. Kind of like how Life destroyed Sasha. Nah. Okay, that's enough. Just for the comparison, I tried going down as fast as possible with my casual AC as well, and as you can see there's a little difference in terms. Wait, why is the speed almost the same? I tried again, but with another AC. I took Rusty's really light steel haze to see how fast he would fall, and turns out it is the same. Is the falling speed in AC6 not defined by the overall weight, because that would make the most sense? For the last test I did the exact opposite and built the lightest AC I could. No weapons, just the parts with the lowest weight. I jumped down and it made no difference whatsoever. Looks like the falling speed is defined by how long you fall, and that actually got me curious. If the distance traveled is increasing my speed, then how fast can you go? What is the max speed when falling? I built the heaviest AC because I wanted to see how fast you can fall, and while the weight didn't matter in the end, I can still find out the highest speed. So I did. But how exactly? Well, I tried to jump from the highest position in the game, and that is still in this mission. This spot to be precise. You can't land anywhere when you fly higher, so be charging there, then fly as high as possible and drop down is the best you can do. However, when you reach around the 1075 mark, you get hit a lot and the platform extends. Once it opens again, you get hit way sooner and won't be able to reach much higher. You know what that means. I climbed the entire ladder back up with my heavy tank because I still hold on to my belief that weight matters. As you can see, there were several times where I missed a step and fell down, but don't worry, it was way more painful than it looks like. When I finally reached the highest position again, I jumped. No missiles or lasers for most of the time. Just free falling without any dangers. The speed rises quickly, but it gets exponentially slower. Until it stopped. At the 1079 mark, it stopped. I come closer to the cannon and right when it shoots again it hits me, my speed increased. 1080 speed. And then I died. I fucked up at the end, so I tried again. In my speedrun I also hit the 79 mark, so I wanted to see if I can reach 81. But when I survived the attacks and kept falling, the speed never increased. it jumped back and forth between 79 and 80 instead. I even tried the same thing with the lightest AC, and the only difference was that the climbing was not as bad as before. When I jumped I also barely reached the 1080 mark before I got destroyed. Feel free to prove me wrong, but I believe that is the highest falling speed you can reach. Okay, this is the third time I thought I was done with the video. I just watched my best friend play Armored Core for the first time, and when she reached the boss mission, she jumped and fell with way more speed than me. I didn't understand and went in there with my heavy AC as well and hit around 1600 speed, despite the fall being shorter. Looks like the gravity is way different in that one because you're supposed to fall in that one. How the fuck would I know? Now that my current results got ruined, I had to go through all the other missions. Not by actually playing, but by thinking which one could have the highest fall. I climbed the strider and managed to fall even faster, around 1700 speed. I thought that was the highest possible fall, but I already finished the whole video for the falls information and I'm trying to fix it now. But hey, who knew about the gravity in depth 1? I sure didn't. After thinking about the highest stages, I came to the conclusion that the one with the potentially highest fall is the Honest Brute mission. You basically fly this mission down the whole time and I hope that you can fall just as far in the beginning. So I flew as high as possible, boosted myself for a little bit extra speed, and then fell. Boom. 2072. The speed even increased in depth, but if you're talking about the speed while still being alive, it's 2022. Now again, please feel free to prove me wrong, but I believe that 2072 is the highest possible speed in Armored Core 6. And I really hope I don't see anything else before uploading this video. But I hope I'm just not wrong, what about that? My favorite part was when I heard a new line from Walter while I was trying to climb a ladder.
What are you doing, 621? Access the elevator and take it down.
You might have noticed that I finished my script before I actually looked at my comparison twice, but I think the video turned out way more interesting that way. But now I can't stop thinking about a racing mode for AC6. It would be super fun, but I doubt we'll ever get that. Unless... Just kidding, support Bloodborne Card on the next original project. Anyway, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed your time and maybe we'll see each other again on whatever bullshit I come up next with. Did these missiles and lasers remind anyone else of this boss from Kingdom Hearts 2? Anyone?